All right, so how do you even begin to tell a new Superman story? I mean, he's the most iconic hero, right? Well, according to this script, you do it by absolutely breaking him. We're going to dive into what is basically a masterclass in modern storytelling, a full-on deconstruction that just tears the guy down to build him back up into something totally new.
So right off the bat, the script doesn't waste any time. It just drops us, bam, right into the middle of a disaster. This whole crisis clock idea is brilliant. You see centuries of history just collapsing down into 3 minutes, and it all leads to this one single, absolutely shocking fact. Superman has lost, for the very first time.
Yep, that's our starting point. Not some triumphant hero pose. Nope, we're starting with a broken man. The story literally kicks off in the seconds right after his very first defeat.
And, man, the script is just brutally specific about how bad it is. We're talking his own robots are cataloging the damage, and it's insane. 14 fractured bones, major damage to his organs, and get this, even after he does his whole sun therapy thing, he's still only at 83%. So this isn't just, a symbolic loss. This is a visceral, physical dismantling of the Man of Steel. Okay, but then we cut back to Metropolis, and here's the first big twist. That whole battle, it wasn't just some random fight. It was a performance, a show. It was literally choreographed move for move from some secret command center. Think about that. Every single punch Superman took, it was all part of the plan.
See, the goal here was never just to beat him up. It was about beating him in public. And this quote from some random person on the street, it's perfect. It shows you the very first seeds of doubt being planted in the public's mind. His big heroic act in a foreign country is suddenly being twisted and used against him. People are starting to wonder, hey, is he actually the one to blame for all this mess?
So who's the puppet master behind all this chaos? Well, of course, it's Lex Luthor. And that public beatdown, that was just move number one in a much, much bigger game. This is where you see Luthor's real genius. He gets that you can't just punch your way to victory against Superman. No, you have to completely dismantle the idea of him. So his plan is this brilliant three-pronged attack. First, you attack the body. That's the public defeat. Second, you go after his legacy. You hack his home, the Fortress of Solitude, and start a media war. And third, you attack his very purpose. You use all that chaos to swoop in and replace him politically. He's not just fighting the man, he's fighting the myth itself.
And this quote, this is just classic Lex Luthor, right? He's not just a bad guy, he's a master of spin. He completely reframes Superman. He's not a hero, he's an unattended fire hose. Just this unpredictable, dangerous force. And with that one little metaphor, he positions himself as the only sane person in the room, just trying to keep everyone from getting hurt by the so-called